How did Angus Cloud die? Euphoria star passes at 25, a week after his father, an artist, a friend, a brother and a son. It's news that rocked Euphoria fans, indeed the wider entertainment community, when news broke of how Angus Cloud died on July 31, 2023. If you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis, help is available. Call the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988 for free and confidential counseling. Cloud, who is best known for starring as Fezco, Fez O'Neill, a local drug dealer, in HBO's Euphoria, was only 25 years of age when he passed. In an interview with Variety in August 2022, he revealed that it bothers him when fans compare him to his character, Fezco. "It does bother me," he said. "When people are like, it must be so easy. You get to go in and be yourself. I'm like, why don't you go and do that? It's not that simple. I brought a lot to the character. You can believe what you want. It ain't got nothing to do with me." He continued, "I hope I did a good job. I ain't trying to be like no one trick pony. But if I did shit, then it is what it is. I don't know how to act. I just do it. I'm in rooms with people that have been acting their whole life, and I'm like, why am I here? I got imposter type shit." Unfortunately, we'll never see his magic again on screen. Here's what we know about Angus Cloud and his untimely death. How did Angus Cloud die? How did Angus Cloud die? TMZ first broke the news that Angus Cloud had died through speaking with his family. Variety later confirmed the same news. No cause of death was immediately given, but later, TMZ reported that Oakland PD responded to a 911 call made around 11:30 a.m. on July 31, 2023, by Cloud's mom, reporting a possible overdose, and said her son did not have a pulse. He was eventually pronounced dead on the scene. A source close to the family tells us Angus had been battling severe suicidal thoughts after getting back from Ireland, where they laid his father to rest, the site reported. The statement supplied by the family indeed suggested he was struggling to deal with the death of his father, which occurred a week prior. His dad was buried in Ireland and Cloud had reportedly just returned home to Oakland. It is with the heaviest heart that we had to say goodbye to an incredible human today. As an artist, a friend, a brother and a son, Angus was special to all of us in so many ways, the statement said. Last week he buried his father and intensely struggled with this loss. The only comfort we have is knowing Angus is now reunited with his dad, who was his best friend. Angus was open about his battle with mental health, and we hope that his passing can be a reminder to others that they are not alone and should not fight this on their own in silence. They concluded, "We hope the world remembers him for his humor, laughter and love for everyone. We ask for privacy at this time as we are still processing this devastating loss." In a statement on behalf of HBO, a spokesperson later added, per Deadline, "We are incredibly saddened to learn of the passing of Angus Cloud. He was immensely talented and a beloved part of the HBO and Euphoria family. We extend our deepest condolences to his friends and family during this difficult time." Maud Apatow, who starred opposite Cloud in Euphoria as Lexi, eventually Fezco's love interest, said Lexi was partly due to her IRL chemistry, friendship with her co-star. "When Sam and I were talking about all this stuff, just on the phone kicking around for hours, that came to be. I can't remember specifically how that went down. Once we started talking about it, it totally made sense," she told Entertainment Weekly in February 2022. "And Angus and I, in real life, have a funny friendship. It all just happened. It all felt right as soon as we started talking about it." She continued about where she would have liked to see the relationship go in season 3, which we'll tragically never get to see. "I think it is just very refreshing when the relationship feels so like innocent and sweet, like in the last episode they don't even kiss. They just hold hands and it's building really slowly," she said. "And I think in contrast to a lot of the things that happen on the show that are so extreme, it definitely stands out. But I love working with Angus. I think Angus is such a great actor, and we just have so much fun working together. So for selfish reasons, I hope we get to do more scenes together because it's fun. He's just a great partner. He's so present and talented, and yeah, I just love working with him, so I totally would love to keep working with him. A lot of fans reacted to the news by saying that HBO should cancel Euphoria because there was no point in it continuing without Cloud. Such was the impact of his presence on screen. "I don't want a Euphoria 3 anymore," commented one underneath HBO's Instagram post commemorating Cloud's death. "Please don't bring back Euphoria, there's no point anymore," another wrote. "Can't imagine the show without Fezco," another commented. Why Angus Cloud had a scar on his head in 2022, the up-and-coming actor revealed the scar on his head was caused by a skull fracture after he fell into a construction pit when he was a teenager. "I woke up 12 hours later at the bottom," he told Variety. "I was trapped. I eventually climbed out after, I don't know how long. It was hella hard to climb out, because my skull was broken, but my skin wasn't, so all the bleeding was internal, pressing up against my brain. But they wasn't gonna find me down there. I found myself. Or God found me, whatever you want to call it." He continued, "But I didn't feel no pain," he says. "I was in survival mode, you feel me?" After he escaped, his vision blurry, Cloud took the bus to his mother's house. "Because I was a kid. I was 14 or 15. She thought I was on drugs, 'cause my pupils was hella dilated. I was trying to tell her what happened, but I could only start a sentence, I couldn't finish it. So I was like, I'm just gonna go sleep in my bed." According to Deadline, Cloud can be seen in the line opposite Alex Wolff, Austin Abrams, John Malkovich and Scott McNairy, which was written and directed by Ethan Berger. One of his final roles will be as a lead in the independent flick Your Lucky Day and in North Hollywood opposite Miranda Cosgrove, Nico Hiraga, and Vince Vaughn.